Guys, we're here with the 03 Subaru. We have now been deconstructing it all the way down to pretty much just frame, trying to get there, pulling out the wiring harness right now. So as you see right now, I got the whole top half of the engine off. Had to pull off the entire fender, of course, because Subaru loves to hide stuff underneath fenders. Had to pull off the entire bumper just to get to, you know, autumn end BS, but it's whatever. So by the end of today, hopefully I'll have all the wiring from the driver's side back into the actual car, so I don't have to turn around and do it all over again. But you know, that's what you got to do, but it's okay. I got to do the same thing on the right half of the car, but that will come later. Not going to do that today. So I might cram it all into one video eventually, but this is as far as I've gotten so far. So I'll check in with you guys later and let you guys see what I've accomplished. Got it stripped all the way to here. Shit, stepping on clips, don't really care. This is a big milestone. Keeping just the ends of the sensors, don't necessarily care about the wires. I'll rewire all this, make it a lot better, not a lot cleaner. For Christ's sake, that's what I do for a living. So, bye-bye. Gotta get real cutters for this, but you know, just want to let you guys see what we're doing here, so. Alright, we'll be back. So, wires all out, cut and put in the back of the trunk. Fender just popped back on so it doesn't just look like shit. Headlight back in, hood down, bumper back on. Just sitting. But at least looks like it's get in there. Don't do this at home, kids. Well, I mean, if you do, just don't kick your car unless you don't care about it like me, because everything's getting replaced, but little by little it keeps getting broken down. You guys, back here with the 03 Subaru WRX. I got the passenger side fender all pulled off, pulled out all the wiring so I can come back in and just cut it kind of like the other side. Slowly working on disconnecting the ABS because I will no longer have ABS. And then after that, might bolt everything back together, might run over and go grab my grinder and maybe possibly start cutting out the tub area for the tires. So we'll see where we get, and I will catch up with you guys later. Alright, you guys, got the passenger fender off, pulled out all the wire, completely pulled out the ABS cylinder, disconnected it completely. So now we're on to just pulling out the rest of the wiring inside the engine bay, and then the next time we will end up pulling the engine, transmission, and go from there. Alright, you guys, so now that we've gotten the fender put back on, the wiring cut inside the engine bay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start actually pulling out the OEM bash bar, because we'll be getting another one, a little lighter than this too. It's a big old heavy piece of shit. So when I'm done, the bumper will just be hanging on these side fender clips and the one center clip right down there, which is kind of hard to see if it doesn't want to focus. There we go, right down there. So just kind of be set there, and we'll just go from there. So catch you guys in a few and show you what we got done. All right, so we got the bumper put back on after pulling out the entire front bash bar, which is sitting over there. So eventually we are going to cut all of this out to put in a front mount intercooler for the beautiful 2JZ that will be sitting right here. So for right now, I think I'm gonna leave it like this. The next time I come, I'll probably bring my grinder to cut these out along with my vibrating saw. I don't know if I really want to use my grinder on plastic. If you guys have ever used a grinder, you should know, don't cut plastic with the wheels. It just destroys them. It's not that you can't, it just destroys them. coats them in plastic, and it flings it all over the place too. It's worse than, I swear to God, hot metal, because it just burns for a lot longer, it feels. So next time, fenders and bumper, engine out, transmission out, all the radiator, cap all the lines for the rack and pinion. But now that I thought about it, I remembered a long time ago I made this a manual rack car, so I actually just have it looped up and looped back in. So there's, I'm sure, a fat ass air bubble, but I don't really care right now. We'll get that taken care of eventually, put a reservoir, a power steering pump, so on and so forth. Not a manual power steering pump that runs off the actual car, but one that is an electronic power steering pump that is controlled off of the ECU, so then I can turn it on and off and not have to worry about wanting or not wanting power steering. So I think that's about where we're gonna finish today. So I will catch you guys later.